I just want to point out, yes, everyone, we had started the show, but I want to point out that I made it to the show where my thumbnail was not changed because it is trash, and my title wasn't changed. I feel like I have accomplished something in life today.
No,
Marcus
no.
could not be
One,
the
I didn't see the
asshole that he wanted to
thumbnail.
be.
One, I didn't see the thumbnail. Two, I couldn't think of a better title than the Bloodline Civil
Well, the
War. I
title's
could not.
wrong, to be honest. The title is wrong.
Yeah.
If he's referring to the tag team champions, they are not new champions. Because if you go to the source, WWE.com, it says Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler remain the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, you act like people acknowledge the NXT Tag Team titles. They are not real titles. They are props.
Quite
By
frankly,
the way,
the
I
only
can't
reason
believe
why
you, a photorista as you are, cut off Solo's foot. And
No,
then he
man.
had diabetes or something.
his foot was cut off in the beginning. His toes was cut off in that photo. The whole thing was, a part of me was like, I should just put Liv Morgan on there because I know at one point that was used to get views. And I was like, I don't care enough for it, but I'll put her here right here because she made a return and I could give a damn. I just didn't care.
Why not CM Punk?
Fuck
Why not
man.
AEW?
Welcome everybody to the show.
Why aren't your ropes aligned in that picture? That's what bugs me.
Hey,
that's what bugged me.
You had an opportunity to fix it and you chose not to.
No, I didn't.
I would. I'm Eric.
I was here worried about your sniffles, okay, Mr. Eric? I'm sickly, man. I was worried, how are your sniffles? Are you okay? And here I am being a concerned brother. I am going, oh my God, I hope he's okay. And now you ridicule me for not doing my job. I say, fuck you and good day, sir.
Oh, so you want to do this? So you want to act like you taking a high road? I just want to point out, for 10 minutes behind the scenes while we're doing a pre-production meeting, Marcus is discussing how big of a dick he is and how he enjoys being a dick. So don't make him think that he's some Mother Teresa on this show that he cares about my well-being. He doesn't. He's also upset that on our Flash review, please check that out. It does contain spoilers. It might be more entertaining than the movie, but
anyway.
We didn't let him ramble for 20 minutes talking about all the things that he had. It upset him about the Flash. And J.K. Smush says, good morning.
No.
We
haven't even introduced ourselves.
Well, because we started off saucy. That's what happened.
I'm Lord Manny Hayes, the guy that's impervious to glass.
Yes. Manny, you can't. You'll be dead. You get killed. And I'm Marcus the grand finale, invincible to knives.
And clearly, we're having our own, the Sharpshooters Civil War. What side are you on?
We are the Sharpshooters, but we have to do it differently. We take down sharp objects. We shoot them down.
We are the TSA.
All right, everybody. We have this machete right here. We're gonna light it up and see if we can shoot this machete down because it's a sharp item. There it goes. You know what? You'll probably get a lot of views.
Okay, now we can go back to J.K. Smith.
I ain't gonna do. Go ahead, Betty. Read it since you cut me off.
Morning, evening. May Hulk Hogan get stung by a bee every time he starts his car.
So is he driving a bumblebee? I don't know.
No. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Sorry.
He's clearly driving a Stingray.
Oh.
Do.
How are you guys doing in the Saturday morning, Saturday evening for Manny?
Who's going
All
first?
right.
Yeah, who's going first? Who's on first?
Who's
going first? You know, you can't just say, how are you guys? And then we were like, blah, 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 blah.
Marcus,
and it's like, well,
normally,
blah, blah, blah. And
Marcus,
I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
Marcus, normally when I say, how are you guys? You always go first. It's if you go back and check the footage, you always go first.
That's bullshit.
No. Marcus,
roll the camera.
Even when I say, hey, Manny, how is X, Y, and Z going? Marcus still goes. So, just let you know. How was your week, Marcus?
I come on this show, expect a friendly, unhostile environment. And yet, when I come over here, I get insults, I get betrayals, I get...
betrayals.
I get attempted knives in the back each single time.
You lonely on your island of relevancy.
Clearly, I guess Marcus is representing.
I'm okay with my coconut and straw. Okay, and I don't even like coconut.
So Mark, are you representing the South in the Civil War? Is that what I'm understanding? because you feel like you're the target and everyone's against you.
What are you talking about? What Civil War? Are you talking
The
about us?
Sharpshooter Civil War. It's
Oh.
over.
But why would there be
We
a
pick-
South?
we
Clearly,
pick a
me
side.
and Manny are in the North and you're in the South. If you look at the setup that we have here.
Well, you guys put the setup where you tried to mute me when I was speaking truth to the listener base.
Oh, shut up, you Trump supporter, you fool.
What? How
You
dare
fool.
you? How
fool.
dare you, sir?
Go to your truth website and get your shit together, okay? We Twitter up here.
Oh, you're represented by Elon Musk. That ain't no
You
better.
goddamn right. You know what?
Next
You goddamn
thing you
right.
know, he gonna be up in a
He
submarine.
gonna fight Mike Zuckerberg. He's gonna
Who
fight
wants
him in
that?
the UFC out there.
Hey.
You don't want that?
Can I
I
ask a
want
question?
that.
Are we
I
gonna do a
need
live
that.
stream for that? Are we gonna do a
Oh,
live
I
stream for
would.
that?
I would.
I would live stream
I
that.
would.
I would
Eric,
cancel whatever plans I had for that day.
I would love to see two billionaires get their ass kicked, no matter what side it's on. Zuckerberg's gonna get his ass kicked. You already know it. Elon
But
Musk
he's
is
a-
a 6'2".
but he's Mark, but he's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I think. Oh shit! We got a donation. I don't know if that's
a lot of
donation.
that's a lot of money.
Is it 11,000 subscribers? Thank you, Jimmy.
11,000 scrubs. He donated 11,000 pennies.
Hey, that's
Whoa! Wow.
why are you screaming?
Well, because that's a lot. Thank you,
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Jimmy.
we're humbled.
Appreciate
Wow.
it.
Manny, looks like you might have some free well shit. I don't even know.
Manny got wiggle room.
You gotta wiggle.
He's
Anyway.
like, oh, he get not only with his tickets to Money in the Bank, he also could get a hot dog.
Yeah. I should probably
Jimmy-
just send this money to Manny right away.
Jimmy donates quite frequently to the show, so
I
like,
know.
thank you very much, Jimmy. Unlike
You know-
Levi, who donates nothing,
I just want to
But
point
Jimmy-
out, you can understand
but
how
raises my blood pressure every time he messages.
as you guys can see how humble we were. It shut us up, so we just need to jump into the show. Let's talk about Friday Night SmackDown.
I can
Manny?
imagine Zuckerberg's paying people off. This is rigged.
The Usos are back to being faces, and they started off SmackDown, and we're welcoming people back to the Uso Penitentiary. How did you like this version of Jimmy and Jay returning to their old ways?
Eric, I don't like this. This is catering Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. I
Were
think
they
the
really
Bloodline-
pandering that much? They didn't pander
Yes!
that much.
They might as well came out with face paint on. That's how it
Yeah.
felt.
Hold on. Jay came out conflicted, talking about you my family, Oos, and I'm always gonna love you. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm gonna always hate Paul Heyman because he's a snake. He's a piece of shit.
Trying
I
to
thought
turn
he was-
family
I
against
thought
each
he
other.
was- I don't understand why he didn't have anything bad to say about Solo.
That's still his brother.
That's his brother,
Yeah,
Marcus.
but you could. I mean, it's one thing. Oh, Roman, I'm always gonna love you, but he didn't also say Solo. I'm always gonna love you. Is Solo unlovable? I just
No,
felt
because
that.
because Solo actually didn't do anything to them. If you listen to what Jimmy said, both of them actually said it was like Roman disrespected them. Solo didn't. Solo's only taking orders because he's a confused youth.
and it's all about the RESPECT. They just want
Find out
respect,
what it
man.
means
to me.
Yeah, they just want respect, and clearly they want respect, and they want Paul Heyman to be kicked out. I don't understand. I still don't quite understand what Paul Heyman has done.
Paul Heyman is a liar and he's destroyed this family. He said he loved the Anoa'i family and the Samoan dynasty and that he's all there. He was with kids, raising them. But Eric, he's a snake. He's only using them as a meal ticket. He's a piece of shit.
I would kick
Word.
Paul Heyman out. I would kick Paul Heyman just because he uses the phone like this. Call Roman Reigns. Like, who uses it like that? The microphone is down here, not up here.
And I need it like that. I like it when he does that. Call
Yeah.
Eric.
My favorite thing is that he calls Roman Reigns like he calls his lawyer after Solo killed Ridge Hollis, Manny's boy. Ridge got it bad. Ridge having a bad day. He said, just call.
Can
Roman
we get an
Reigns.
update?
God damn
We
it.
need an update on Ridge Holland. I don't know if he's breathing or not.
I don't even know what Rich did to him because I was in the process of getting out my car. All I know is that
He said,
Rich
"What are you
walked
looking
up.
at?"
Huh?
He looked at Solo was looking at him, and Ridge said, "What are you looking at?" And then
And then next thing he got
immediately
the
him the spike.
Yeah, he got the spike. He deserved it. He deserved it. And then Solo said something. I forget what he said, but he said it. And I was like,
Oh, he
Solo's
was like,
talking now.
I'm not in the mood for this tonight.
I'm not in the
Yeah,
mood
he
for this
wasn't in the mood
tonight.
for this tonight. Solo was he was on a mission. Marcus, did you like what Jimmy and Jay had to say? Do you like how quickly Adam Pearce made this Civil War match? I mean, Manny, you're getting the Tribal Chief
made it
over your
last week.
show.
They made it
They
last
made
week.
it last week.
Oh,
It was
okay.
last
So the
week.
graphic just got
They made
made
it
this
quicker
week.
than
No,
they made it quicker.
The graphic was out there last week.
Yeah, they made it quicker than you think they did, Eric. It was this is a week old already.
I just want to point out though, but it just shows more evidence of how Adam Pearce is racist though, because I saw what he did later on tonight. I'm still mad about that bullshit, but whatever. So overall, Marcus, what did you think about the opening segment?
I thought it was fine. I thought the Usos. I was happy to be welcomed back into the Usos penitentiary. That they put them on lockdown. I was like to hear the old Usos back. I thought it was fine.
Okay, so we have the first match. It was Rey Mysterio going against LA Knight, which I thought was a very good match. I knew LA Knight was going to get this win since he lost to Santos last week. And I think it was probably a better win for LA Knight to beat Rey Mysterio because not only does it build LA Knight in this situation, but it also builds up Santos because by default, Santos beat LA Knight last week. Marcus, did you like the brief match that we had between LA Knight and Rey Mysterio? What did you take away from it?
I'm going to defer to Manny because you cut him off.
Did anyone have a problem because the scheduled match was actually supposed to be LA Knight Santos versus LA Knight versus Santos versus Butch? It was supposed to be a triple threat. And then Mr. Vince McMahon decided to change things again.
I think it's the right decision because if Butch was in that match, Butch would have took the pin. I think having LA Knight, because when the story came out earlier this week about LA Knight was made a manager because Vince felt that he was too old to do whatever he does, yet he continues to bring back old stars. And luckily Triple H decided that, hey, we can let you be LA Knight and let you be something, and he became organically over. What, Marcus?
In Vince McMahon's defense, he bring back old stars. He don't call up old people. This is like calling up Dennis Quaid in The Rookie. That's what he was expecting to put on his mouth with LA Knight.
Bring back Chet Stedman, please.
Chet Stedman.
First of all, you guys put some respect on Chet Stedman's name, but at the same time,
Chet Stedman was a horrible pitcher.
I mean, ageism is something I didn't realize was a thing in professional wrestling because you don't have to be a young person to be a star. You could be an old star. I mean, when he was JD Drake, he was actually doing things. I mean,
JD Drake? That's not even the right name.
I know. I got it wrong. I'm sorry. But continue with your point, Marcus.
He was Eli.
Did you miss Butch in this match?
No, because if Manny never told me this information, I would have never knew or cared. I was fine with what I got.
I think also missing from this week, was Cameron Grimes versus Corbin.
Yes, it was. They took that off. I think that was scrapped. But, I mean, I'm okay with that. But like I said, Vince changing the script is the equivalent of the AEW locker room morale being down because of Phil Brooks. That's just what the dirt. That's like, we need some traffic. We need some traffic on our website. Let's put some shit.
Hold on. That also goes for the WWE morale.
Michael Ealy, J.K. Smush. Michael Ealy. We watched The Intruder. Remember, I think there was one episode sponsored by The Intruder unofficially for us.
Eric, there was 20 or more episodes sponsored by The Intruder coming out May 19th, starring Dennis Quaid and Megan Good.
Also, don't forget what took place on May 19th was the debut of See No Evil. Jacob Goodnight had his movie debut. Now he's a racist. Oh, Marcus, I
don't know if he's 100% racist. I think he's just against everything else. Him and Charlie Caruso agree on
so he doesn't like your show?
I'm pretty sure Jacob Goodnight does not like our show. The mayor of Knox County.
Eddie. So, Marcus, do you think
I'm pretty sure I have family members vote for him.
Mark, do you think this win that LA Knight got over Rey Mysterio was a good thing? Do you think it helps him get more popularity within the WWE universe?
I think it's 100% bad thing, Eric, and I'm going to give my hot take of this loss right now. Or this win. Yeah, he got his win back from Santos, but this is all up but confirmed. It's all up and confirmed that LA Knight is not winning Money in the Bank. Is that we're moving to Logan Paul winning to Money in the Bank at this very moment. It may have been LA Knight for a moment when he lost last week, because normally they like to have the people who win the Money in the Bank lose 100% of the time until they get the Money in the Bank, where people finally cheer for them. and now he got this win over Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul is now your new Money in the Bank winner.
So I was listening to Cultaholic this morning, and then they threw a what if, and then immediately went, that could actually happen. So I said on maybe Thursday or possibly the Tuesday show that Drew McIntyre could probably kick off someone's head
Ricochet.
in the World Heavyweight title match. But what if he made his return, like Brock Lesnar during the Money in the Bank, and won that thing, and become the 8th man in the Money in the Bank?
I think people would be upset, but I think at the same time,
Not in the UK,
but
where they sing his songs.
But I think it might be ingenious because, like, technically, if he came back, he would need to be a heel because he's going against Seth, who's a face. And if you could get some heat, squeezing your way into that Money in the Bank match, I can see it working in so many different ways. I mean, for me, I wanted Damian Priest to win the Money in the Bank. I mean, but he's just as old as LA Knight. So, I mean,
I don't care about how old people are if they win the Money in the Bank. I don't care about that. The main thing, I want to talk about this Drew McIntyre thing. No. No! I want, like, if he was going to feud with Seth, he could easily just feud with Seth. We don't honestly need him to win Money in the Bank. It ain't no feel good if he wins that thing. He's already been champion twice. He's a pandemic champion. Okay? I don't want to relive those days. So I think he needs to just go after Seth. If he's gonna beat Seth, he beats Seth straight up. I don't need him to have shenanigans with the Money in the Bank. I don't think that's on the table. I think there's only 2 options on the table, and that's Logan Paul and LA Knight. Yeah.
So one of my favorite moments on SmackDown had to be
Shinsuke Nakamura.
When Sheamus found the crippled body of Ridge Holland laying in the back, and he said, "Oh shit!" And so he decides, not right there in front of the camera, he walks outside right before.
He didn't say that.
No, he didn't say anything, but he walks outside.
No camera. Shit. Oh no, they got my boy, my beautiful boy. That's my
in my
son.
head, he did that. But he walks out to the rep and he challenges Solo to a match, and he says, "Meet me in the ring, fella. It's like Donkey Kong." He didn't say that part either. But Manny,
JBL
do you
said that.
do you feel like this point? It was funny to me because I was like, "Well, that's your main event. Who got booty?" Clearly, it was Baron Corbin versus Cameron Grimes. But did you like Sheamus? The idea between Sheamus and Solo having the main event for Friday Night SmackDown?
I never get this, how the show is sometimes half booked before you get there. Because if that's the case, Vince McMahon might as well rip up the script every week.
Manny?
And then just not report it.
Manny, I don't understand why you don't understand. We've been watching wrestling for years.
Yes, Eric, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Especially like how people turn up in the middle of the show like they're supposed to be at work 3 hours ago.
Manny. If you've been employed by WWE,
it's gonna be on the show. No one is concerned that he only shows up in the 5 minutes.
You understand that shit is unpredictable. I can't plan anything. For years and years, we have people show up randomly. We've had matches that make themselves. Why try to book a show? Everything is flexible. Marcus and Manny, when they write the show, it's a reason why they use a pencil and not a pen, so they can use that eraser. Well, I didn't know Brock was showing up tonight. Well, I guess we're gonna put him here.
Nah, Vince still uses pen, but he uses whiteout because he's old.
Manny, he's so old, he used that pen that has an eraser on there.
He has a pencil sharpener that he has to twirl. That's how old this motherfucker is. Oh, he rolled down his window in his car, his limousine. Oh, I want to say wrestling is bullshit, and whoever don't believe it needs to get on this. Because normally in the Attitude Era, Vince McMahon would come out and book the entire show in the middle of the segment. Just be like, "Hey, you guys," use the quill.
Can you guys imagine writing with a quill? I'd be so pissed. Let me dip my ink. Oh shit, I'm out of ink again.
No, Eric, no.
I'd
Let's
write
go.
those hateful letters with a quill because you know I meant it.
Yeah. If I'm writing you in a quill, you know it's back in the day in the candlelit era. And you know I gotta drop some. It'll be the same thing as me writing on Facebook or Twitter and angry responses. Oh, what this motherfucker say? Let me dip it into some ink and tell you something, brother.
Marcus, if you're writing an angry letter with a quill, you ain't dipping. You hitting that shit hard to where
you gotta keep dipping, and
you
it's the only way it works.
because you hit it so hard, your ink spilled on your parchment because it's not paper, it's parchment at this point. And you're like, fuck, what the hell?
Yeah, but then I scribed the rest of the letter in. I scribed the rest of the letter into that paper.
Yeah.
Wait, get in here and scribe my message. Scribe it.
Well, let me tell you something about the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Okay, CM Punk does not deserve to be treated like this because he is a real star. You guys deserve to get bit for what you did to Larry the Dog. Tony, this is your fault. I hold you all accountable. P.S. Fuck everybody.
No, and the greatest thing about it, by the time you received that message that was written with the quill, you probably already pinned 3 other ones that you're angry about. Yeah. I don't know how you feel back. This is bullshit. Like
the first one still being delivered by horse and carriage.
I would like for one to get lost in the mail, and then it's just like, I challenge you to a duel. What about what? Oh, this one got lost. Oh, he's really upset about this.
I'm almost 100% sure that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn uses a quill still to write stuff because they knew when they had the unification match, they were losing this match. Manny, did you give Isla Dawn and Alba Fire any chance of beating Shayna?
They had no chance, but I'm surprised that the match was good, Eric. That was the real thing.
The match was entertaining. The only thing that annoyed me about this freaking match was the fact that I could not stop thinking of how bad Raquel Rodriguez was that she had to sit at ringside, not even close to a microphone. They had a restraining order about 15 feet for her to stay away from the announce table because they didn't want to pick up shit that she said. I mean, I think we all knew Liv Morgan was coming back, right, Marcus? When you saw Raquel Rodriguez out there.
I didn't see her coming back.
No, I honestly didn't care.
Did you care?
I did not see it yet. When she was walking away and Ronda was yelling, I was like, tell her, Ronda, tell him, why the fuck you out here? Why the fuck you out here? You didn't say shit. You just walked out here and then you're just gonna leave? Go get these.
I like when she said, we want our tag team title shots back. I was like, we? Who's we?
But how do you guys like the fact, and I'll start with you, Marcus, that the announcers made a point that the women's tag team title now will be defended over all 3 shows? Like, will this translate to the men's title also, or will this only be for the women's title? That
the women's title, the NXT women's title was originally in the original form of the pandemic was defended. Or not the NXT, the women's tag titles was defended on all 3 shows. I don't know why we went away from that and to give the NXT its own separate title when WWE don't give a damn about any form of tag team wrestling, male or female, let alone that they decided to create another tag team title. I thought it was Bogardash in the first place. I'm happy that they Bogardash. Shoot. And I'm happy that we are back to its original form that can be on all 3 shows. By all 3 shows, you mean occasionally they will appear on NXT, but once every 6 months. So good luck, Bird Lady and Fred, on attaining your goal. or Mitch Jackson and Lash Legend.
So we get the very useless Grayson Waller show. However, there was one tidbit that took place where Wade Barrett pointed out that Pretty Deadly defeated 5 teams, and Michael Cole said, no, they only defeated 1 team. And Wade Barrett said, no, when you defeat the 1 team, you inherit all of their wins. So therefore, they won. But I was like, I guess that's how a gauntlet match work.
Well, there's also the line of Michael Cole going, that is, I can't believe Pretty Deadly just on TV lying like this. In which Ray Barrett replied, Michael Cole, you've been doing that for 27 years.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Michael Cole shut up immediately because I believe he muted himself for laughter. But there was a lot of claims out here as Pretty Deadly are known as they're lying. They are now the two best. Elton Prince is the best looking blonde in all the United Kingdom and voted on by his peers. And why am I blanking on the other one's name? I'm gonna call him Zack Sabre Jr. Kent Wilson. Kent Wilson was voted the prettiest brunette in all of the United Kingdom, and Wade Barrett makes a shocking claim that England and the United Kingdom were voted the prettiest people in the world. Hence, if you look at him and he did not win, how pretty are these guys? And I went,
they are pretty deadly.
Yeah. And now I look at you, Manny, and I go and I ask this question: why did you vote for these guys to be the prettiest man in all the UK?
Why not, Marcus? Why not? Yes, boy.
I will say though that I have not been a fan of how they've used Grayson Waller since he's been brought up.
But horrible.
He's clearly been like the talk show host.
Is he sporting an injury that we don't know about?
Maybe. However, this was probably one of the more
disease.
This was probably one of the more productive Grayson Waller effects that he's had, because I felt that they all had very good chemistry. And I think the argument between Wade Barrett and Michael Cole also added some stuff to it. But I think the sad part of this segment, what it brought out to me, was the death of the Street Profits. I think the Street Profits are dead. They came out. They are just, it's just.
They always have a good showing.
They had a good showing.
I mean,
they lost.
No, but I'm just saying that like they're going back to the old Street Profits where they're irrelevant, and it's like I think it's time for them to be broken up.
Wait. When were they relevant again?
No.
When were they relevant again? Give me the peak of Street Profits relevancy.
I don't know, Marcus.
They were the Raw host. They won the tag team titles. They lost the tag team titles. They had their epic feud with the Usos, which they lost. They've been losers their whole life. Ain't nothing changed. They lose to the next tag team that's the flavor of the month all the time. All the time.
They need to make Pretty Deadly look credible, because you can't just keep beating Hit Row.
And this victory was a dirty, Pretty Deadly victory, and I think this was all about this. I thought it was a good showcase of the Street Profits, who looked like the better team than Pretty Deadly, but Pretty Deadly won with their underhanded tactics. Just like the white man has been doing for years in America.
Since we know that the report was that Vince changed some shit on SmackDown, we know one thing that he penciled in was his very next match, because he loved his blondes. It was Charlotte Flair versus, I can't believe she still works here, Lacey Evans. And this match happened, but all it was to show Asuka could beat up Charlotte at the end. Marcus, you have a big smile on your face. Talk to me about this, brother.
Well, Eric, it's about in my Kendrick Perkins voice. This is the greatest segment in the history of SmackDown.
What?
I enjoyed the hell out of this segment for a multitude of reasons, and I don't understand what your hate would be. One is Charlotte versus Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is basically like Charlotte when you get her off Wish. And then she comes out and she's still in the Sergeant Slaughter gimmick. They're explaining the hat, and she proceeds to get her ass whooped from rope to rope, into the end. I don't think she landed a bit of offense in this match. She gets to Charlotte all of a sudden is now doing the tranquilo. She is teasing the salute on multiple occasions. And then when she lands the figure 8, she holds it longer just because Asuka's late with the kick into the face. Asuka proceeds to
had to kick off her shoes.
Yeah, Asuka loses her shoes and introduce House Socks Asuka. After beating her ass, he can proceed to insult Charlotte with Lacey Evans' taunt of saluting her. And I went, that was not fair. That was unjust. Because at the end of the day, she was saying, all you white blonde women look the same. I salute you. That's what I got from that. Great segment. I've seen it a lot.
I'm glad they made Asuka look credible, but I think the WWE is at the point of getting ready to book their first intergender match. And that match is going to be between Adam Pearce and Bianca Belair, because he is barking up the rogue tree. Maddie, I know you can see the disdain in Bianca's eye with the bullshit that Adam Pearce is doing.
She needs to throw him against the wall or something. She needs to do something now. Yeah. Adam Pearce has been asking for it for weeks.
I mean, he banned her for ringside, man. Banned her for ringside.
Didn't Charlotte beat up Pearce already?
No, she beat up Gulak.
I know she beat him a man, but yeah, Bianca gotta beat him. She gotta beat him. She gotta beat his ass. I'm tired of shit. I'm tired of you running around here. You could have easily made a simple solution. Asuka fights Charlotte on Friday next week, and then Bianca fights Asuka at Money in the Bank. We're done.
There's no women's title matches at Money in the Bank.
I don't understand why
I don't
you
think
ain't
there's a
allowed
women's
me to have
match on
this.
Money in the Bank outside the women's Money in the Bank.
Maybe when they did the survey about who was the best looking blonde in the UK, they also did a survey like, we don't want no women on this show.
No, I think I know why.
It's Saudi Arabia.
So we don't get a cash in immediately after Money in the Bank like I'd always do.
So Marcus, we know that we didn't get Baron Corbin versus Cameron Grimes, but we got something better. We got meat on meat. We got Solo versus Sheamus. Big men slapping meat to the point where Sheamus get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, you gotta answer this question right now. Is House Socks Asuka scarier than Barefoot Charlotte?
Actually, I would put it this way. I think so. Have you ever tried to walk around with hot socks on? That shit is dangerous because you can slip like a motherfucker.
How are you walking? How are you walking? Are you sliding around like a little
Yes,
girl?
man, with house socks, man, on carpet. I almost bit my ass multiple times.
Eric is full on Tom Cruise and Risky Business.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Rocky Road. Tune in to see Tom Cruise now jump off a mountain off a motorcycle in the next Mission Impossible. That man's come a long way.
Manny, I'm having a hard time. The Usos are one of WWE SmackDown June Warrior. Okay. Thank you, Saeed.
Yes. Agreed. Yes.
The Marcus, back to it. Meat on meat. This was the in the butcher section. Did you like this match?
Yeah, I thought this was a good showing for Solo. He came as ruthless and callous, and shout out to Sheamus for getting his ass whooped. But it was a back and forth battle, and I thought it was a good, I guess, no contest finish. I forget how it actually ended.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? Manny, do you think now that next in UK it's going to be a handicap civil war
he's cussing your ass out now. Yeah,
for the simple reason. Marcus, for the simple reason that technically Solo attacked medical staff. He should be dealt with. He gave spike to multiple non-WWE wrestlers and performers. He should be
suspended. Should be a handicap. It should be a handicap, but Adam Pearce is scared of Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and the Bloodline.
If he does not make a handicap match next week, I think he has to be suspended, right? And I think it even makes the story even more entertaining that Roman has to fight his two cousins that are jealous of him. Marcus, don't you like that storyline?
The handicap match? Why we get a handicap match? Explain to me again.
Because Solo has to be suspended for attacking medical staff. They always suspend people.
Who cares about medical staff? Now, I just think medical staff deserve their ass whooped anyway for the Dana Brooke incident on NXT. I don't believe that situation was handled well at all, and they didn't know what to do with her and her tricky meat hair. I believe they all deserve their ass whooped. So Solo did God's work.
Damn, God's work. Well, that was SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown was a show. I mean, I don't know if it did anything to really increase the what.
Let me ask this question because you didn't watch Raw. Marcus, was it better than Raw?
Ooh,
Eric didn't watch Raw. Damn,
I did not watch Raw.
No,
it wasn't. We didn't even get that magic 10 minutes that were better than Raw. We didn't.
No, yeah, all you need is 10 minutes. We get that next week when Roman Reigns returns.
No, I'm disappointed that I didn't see Raw because everything that I read about Raw, it was a really good show. Like, Seth is really being that motherfucker with the title and making Raw.
No, ain't about Seth. Don't take that. Don't take that.
Okay, it is about Finn. I know it's about my boy Finn. But as soon as I talk about my boy Finn, that's when they take him away. Judgment Day is the key. Oh, fuck Natty. Good job, Rhea. Anyway.
He had business to take care of. Hey, the Judgment Day was on some bullshit that week. The assistant curves.
Can I tell you, when you guys showed when you guys showed the picture and I saw Finn jumping in those Nikes, I was like, man, there's some nice ass shoes. I wouldn't want to take the chance of scuffing them shoes up, stomping on somebody's chest.
But no, Eric.
Finn is great.
Finn was on some bullshit this week, attacking Seth right up the jump of the show, which Vince McMahon created. Said we heat Finn up, brother, and his Tower of Doom, and Finn coming back out moments later and pacing back and forth as the Judgment Day cut their individual promos on their individual feuds, and then later. They asked Finn and the Priest, are they good? But Rhea at the same time go, I got some business to handle out there. That business was not let Natty even start the match.
No. The best part was when Raquel was talking dangerously backstage, knowing full well Rhea was going to walk through that curtain.
Yes. Raquel, being the Natty warrior she is, talking about, I don't think it's, I know we're going to talk about Money in the Bank right now, but I want to talk about Rhea. You should not be doing Natty like that. She is 60 years old, damn it. You should not be. We need to appreciate the time we got left with Natty or something along that vein.
So let me ask you guys this question.
Bitch, I'm right here.
Do you guys think this is the best Finn that we've gotten in a long time? Like,
yeah.
Like, does he
His
seem
NXT
motivated to be
his
here?
His second NXT run was really good,
yeah.
And then he was kind of like a side character in the Judgment Day for a while, and then we got
like
this.
Let me ask Mark, do you feel like this is kind of like his ascension of how like AJ Styles, where he finally found his groove in WWE and he became, Mr. Phenomenal, and now like Finn is taken to that next level?
Phenomenal before he was doing.
I know, but you know what I mean. But like where Vince McMahon said, he
was the house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah, like because I feel like Finn is finally getting the recognition that he deserves.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
J.K. Smith said Rhea's disrespecting Marcus' favorite lunch lady like that.
Yeah, Marcus, someone was out the streets beating my lunch lady up.
Hey, can I ask a question, Marcus? Let's say we had a lunch lady battle royal, Marcus. Who are the 5 women you gonna put in your lunch lady battle royal, Marcus? I would like to know.
Natty
is number 1.
That's one. 5 people is not a battle royal. That's
okay, 6. 6 then.
That's a 6-pack challenge.
Okay.
How
many you want? You got 10 lunch ladies?
Well, why don't you just give me a smaller match? I don't understand why you keep trying to increase the women.
All right, Marcus, give me a 6-pack challenge of the lunch ladies. Who you got?
Nyla Rose.
What?
Natty.
Okay.
Oh. ODB.
Who got married? Congratulations on your nuptials.
Wow, I'm glad you guys threw that out there.
Hey, I mean, I saw the and someone pointed out, hey, there go Tracy Brooks. She's still alive.
In the Bentley.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to throw in Charmel just because. That's the sassy lunch lady.
Not Miss Jackie.
Oh, I could throw Miss Jackie in there too.
The Pride of Tennessee.
The Pride of Tennessee.
Would you like some tater tots with the Pride of Tennessee?
But she unnecessarily loud about giving you extra. I'm gonna give you some extra tater tots. Okay, Miss Jackie. You don't have to get this.
I don't understand. Mark, I know you black, but it felt like you just did blackface for Miss Jackie for some reason.
No, you know how loud she be talking. She's unnecessarily loud.
I mean, you bugged your eyes out, and it's like, you want some?
You know how Miss Jackie talk. You know she loud and unnecessary. She over the top.
She like Philip showing up on Dynamite.
I know we talk about Natty being the lunch lady, but you know Miss Jackie is gonna be the one with her top all the way up, buddy. You like, I don't want to see those on that titties.
Mark, I think you have one more person for your lunch lady 6-pack challenge.
Who?
You have not. You put Nyla. You put Natty. You put Charmel.
6? I really need 6. Okay.
You have one more. Vicky Guerrero. You got to represent the Latin people.
I want your family drama to go with my food.
Luna's dead, J.K. Smush.
Luna Machado, yeah, she's deceased. And I don't think she could get hired as a lesbian.
You could have Ivory.
I could.
You know she gonna be the manager.
What's her name for who's kissing Nicole Bass? Nicole Bass.
Oh,
pick her up for Retro.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't she dead too? She dead too, Marcus.
Is she dead?
Yeah.
I don't think she is.
I think she is.
Yeah.
I'm almost
I mean,
100%.
I don't keep up on
But
that
isn't
many
Daddy dead too, Eric?
in the
Oh,
water.
Yeah, she died on February 17th in 2017.
Damn. Didn't know that.
Can we
Well-
have Mickey James in your alleged lady battle royal? Because she looked like
Nah,
hell.
nah. She looked
that's
too good
gonna
to be in
bring
the
out.
battle royal.
Yeah, and that's
Exactly.
gonna
You gotta have the
Nick
one
Al-
alleged lady
and
be
then
like,
Nick Aldis
yeah.
gonna come around to school and talk to the kids about truth, justice, and the American way or some shit.
No, I mean, I might. No, because I heard so many good things about Raw. I might go to sleep on that when I get back from the photo shoot.
Oh,
that I have.
fantastic.
Wow,
You
like you
still-
don't even watch the thing I decided to make for the show, but no.
Manny, okay, I
Yeah.
can go to sleep with best of on there too. Damn it, if you want me
Yeah,
to.
you can watch the best of. Eric, you can watch
You know,
Collision
I can
from
go get
last
Zion's
week.
name tattooed on my face too, but
Or
I'm not
how
gonna
about
do it.
this, Eric? How about
Get
you
one
watch
tattooed
Rampage
on your
for a
face.
change? Watch
Zion Wilson's
Rampage.
name. I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard about that.
Eric, watch Rampage, you coward.
Fuck Rampage, Marcus. They should be happy that I watched Dynamite.
You need to be watching Collision with your broke ass. Your boy, Brody King, is fighting your other boy, Andrade, this week. Swerve is going to fight Tanahashi.
So
And
Jimmy
CM
L
Punk is
said
in a
hit-
22-person battle.
Marcus, Jimmy L's alleged lady battle is Ivory, Natty, Big Swole, Jackie, and Lacey Evans. That's actually a pretty good match right there.
I don't think Big Swole's a lunch lady.
Yes, she is. She's a young one who, because of her record, she can't get any other job but be a lunch lady. That's the narrative I've created.
Why would
What,
you do that
because
to
she's
Big
black,
Swole?
she's got a record.
Yeah.
How dare you, Eric?
Yeah, why can't Big Swole just be? Why can't she be a teacher? Huh? Why
Because
can't
she
she
too
be a
nasty to
lawyer?
be a teacher.
Why can't
You
she
saw
be a
the-
lawyer, Eric?
Why can't
You
she
saw-
be a
you saw-
doctor?
You saw the shit she was tweeting about Cedric when he was having his run into Hurt Business? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
he
saying.
deserves better. What's wrong with that?
No, when she was talking about doing nasty things to him. We didn't need that.
You know what? I don't know why we disrespected Ruby Soho would be a lunch lady as well. She's
Hey,
all
shut up.
tattooed.
Shout out to Ruby Soho going to AEW and being put in the same role that she was in WWE. Just what, how many people can do that?
I know who your final lunch lady is.
Oh, Manny.
The final boss. The final boss. Miko Satomura.
Can I tell you guys this right now?
That's the one. That's
No
the one.
surprise.
I
did not
love
care.
how culturally suspicious this is. We got everybody of all races in here.
I did not care for Dynamite. I thought Dynamite did absolutely nothing for me. However, I thought the entrance of Colton and Austin Gunn might have been one of the most epic entrances in
Wait
AEW.
a minute. No.
I don't know why
no,
they got
what?
such an epic
No,
entrance.
what? That's not even
Talking
their
about?
best entrance. Man, this is
The
how
one-
I know you don't
The
be
best
watching
entrance was
wrestling.
when they lost the titles, when they had many men.
Yeah, the same entrance, but with many men by 50
Well, I
Cent.
liked all the lights. And I liked the blow of the spin.
It's
I
the same-
enjoyed this.
Wait a minute. It's the same entrance without many men.
Oh, I never saw the mini man entrance though. So that's
What?
why
You
this is
did.
the,
You just,
that
it's
is
just
why
you don't
this
watch
is the best
show.
entrance that I saw, Marcus. Now, if I would have saw the mini man
You
entrance, it
saw
might be
them
interesting.
lose. You saw them lose the titles.
Did I?
Or you probably were just looking at it on your phone and not watching
Exactly.
the match.
Yeah. You know who
Probably
I
didn't
am.
watch their match.
So during the watch along for the Money in the Bank, how are you gonna keep Eric entertained and off his phone?
I'm just gonna walk out if he just see if he noticed.
Oh yeah, because you know what? Marcus don't talk to me about my side tangents like Manny do. Marcus doesn't humor me. Marcus want to stay professional, talk wrestling. Nobody wants to wrestling.
I'm just asking if we're doing a watch along. I don't think what the fuck are we doing if we're gonna talk about. Oh yeah, let me talk about Eric's
Guy
Super of the
Fieri.
Day.
I just
Eric's
want to
Super
point
of
out.
the
I
Day.
just want to point out if AEW can have a random concession stand brawl, then I can talk about random shit too on my watch along.
That concession stand brawl was booked in 2 weeks in advance. It wasn't as random as you think. It's not like
It felt like
Pierce
it was.
booking Sheamus and Solo on the same
Marcus-
night when you
Marcus-
didn't have a main event.
Marcus, when a solo knocks down your ridge, you have to make it right, and that's what happened. You had to make it right.
As
I did
Luchasaurus
like the
said,
ending though
that
with
has
Claudio.
been their entrance. It has
I
nothing to do.
clearly I did like Eddie Kingston. You know him and
No.
Mox having their issues. I don't know why.
No, that was so thrown together and shitty. Dynamite sucked this week. Nothing beat Raw.
I'm tired of Ishii claiming the bag. Let someone else claim that bag, Ishii.
No, Manny. like in
There's
the
other
rap
Asians
music.
that can claim that bag. I could
Hey,
claim that
Manny,
bag.
like in
Let's
rap
go some more
music,
Japanese wrestlers.
if Ishii ain't a card, it ain't a card. I don't trust him. Ishii gotta be there.
And can I also
At this
add
point,
to-
Ishii is New Japan's Orange Cassidy at this point.
Oh, can I ask you guys a question? What did you guys think about the criticism that I think one fan or somebody presented about how WWE presents the New Japan superstars that
it's not WWE.
AEW presents the
Are you talking about Conan and Disco Inferno?
Are we really gonna talk about Disco Inferno on the show? And
I wasn't gonna even mention their name. I was just gonna say, do you think they present the Japanese superstars not as superstars when they show up on AEW television? That's all I was gonna say.
Well, they
I
just
wasn't
expect that we know them all the time.
Yeah. Manny,
Like,
who's CM Punk wrestling this week?
Oh, fuck no. What, on Forbidden Door? I have no fucking clue. who that is.
How dare they just throw that out
once
there,
again, I want to give a shout out to Orange Cassidy for having another stellar match. That man might be the hardest working man in the game right now.
You can't just go into a shout out and have us not answer our questions.
Tony Khan is one of the biggest liars ever as well. So someone asked him.
Man, that was personal.
Someone asked him about the alleged match between CM Punk versus Kenta. And then he said, I would rather see whoever the fuck that guy is that's facing CM Punk on Forbidden Door instead of that match. I'm like, go away, Tony Khan.
Do you think there's more people who dislike CM Punk than there is that like CM Punk?
No, I think people like CM Punk.
I think it's about 50-50 in the universe right now.
But
I don't think it is. I think there's more people that like CM Punk.
I think there's the AEW diehards who hate CM Punk. And there's the casuals, the dirty casuals who come in, who, more like the Erics to be like, you know what, I could fuck with a CM Punk.
But let me ask you this question. Do you think that the hatred that CM Punk gets is more out of jealousy? Because despite all the heinous shit that he's accused of doing, he still moves the needle. He gave Collision great ratings last week.
Yeah, but Collision was more curiosity than anything.
So you're saying that this week's episode should really be a test to see if he still has a draw power.
It's a drop off because CM Punk he's back
in
another multi-man match.
I'm not 100% sure if it'll be a drop off because it is the lead into Forbidden Door. So some shit may happen.
Do you guys want to talk about Forbidden Door? It might be one of the greatest matches
I'm well
ever.
aware who Kojima is. I just know that Manny and Eric did. That's why the question was proposed to that guy CM Punk is wrestling.
But the match that everybody for Forbidden Door,
they did not build anything. They're just like, he's in the Owen Hart Classic. Here it is.
That's the problem with it. They're assuming someone like me, not the ETE viewer, would know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Oh, the ET viewer.
It was ridiculous just to throw it out there. I just feel like you don't just turn CM Punk to a regular guy. Every match CM Punk should have should be a big deal.
Marcus,
and right now they threw him into that Owen Hart match instead of giving him an opponent that you be like, oh, maybe he may lose to. They throw random guy Manny never heard of from New Japan.
My question for you, Marcus.
It's not just me. Eric ain't heard of it.
Yeah. I use it as an example because I originally asked you.
Can I ask you this question, Marcus? And Manny, I want you to answer this question too. Is Bryan Danielson versus Okada enough of a match to make you want to spend money to pay for the Forbidden Door?
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
It depends how much Forbidden Door is, but
how much is Forbidden Door?
Eric, you got to talk about you. Why don't you look that up, Eric?
Because
I know how I'm paying for it. I know how I'm paying for it.
Free TV.
Are you going to work?
Cold hard cash. Eric, work ain't never stopped nobody from watching the rest of the pay-per-view. Baby, I can watch it later. Then down forever. You don't have to watch that shit live. Shit.
I mean, if I get it, it's 20.
Forbidden Door and call out.
If I get it, it's $20.
Oh, but... they need to go suck an egg with that shit. I can't pay $50 for that. I just can't do that.
Isn't that bad?
Well, if you get it from Fight,
either.
Eric, if you get it from Fight, you can actually get the package deal, which is $72.
I don't think Fight is not offered out here for us. We have to go through Bleacher Report.
as we learned last week, Manny.
Yeah.
When I could not
yeah.
buy it the other same feed. But
Well, they charged me for AEW Plus.
what?
Oh wait, hold on, wait.
Hold on.
Illusion is talking. We gotta
Hold
acknowledge
on.
our
No.
show.
Before we go further, let me talk about this price problem that you have right now, Eric. Eric, how many pay-per-views for AEW have you paid for this year?
1.
No. Not that you paid on pay-per-view. Not
One.
attended. Which one?
Yeah, but attended is way. You did
Which
not
one?
pay for
There's
any
no way.
pay-per-view.
I think
Eric,
we bought one this
it's only
year.
been 2. There's
No,
only
the
been
only
2.
one, the only AEW pay-per-view we paid for was All Out.
Was that last
Which
year?
was last year.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, well, I don't know.
You haven't paid for anything. And so $50 is not that bad considering how many Peacock pay-per-views have you seen this year?
3.
And you haven't even watched most of them.
Yeah, but I watch other stuff on Peacock though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Give me one thing you watch on
Top
Peacock.
Chef, Shell Stars. You wanted it.
Shame on
I
you,
gave it
Marcus.
to you.
Shame
I
on
gave
you,
it to you.
Marcus.
I gave it to you. You wanted it, right?
You know he watches
Hey,
all
baby.
the food shows.
Don't ask for something that you didn't want to hear, baby.
Hold
You
on.
know
So,
what
Eric,
I am.
hold on. I'm gonna turn this in your face. Eric, how much does Peacock cost a month?
Right now it's $9.99, but I paid for a year,
$9.99.
so it doesn't cost me
that
anything a
means-
month.
Hold on. You pay for the year. How much is the year?
I don't remember because I think I got it when it was $4.99. If I bought it for a year, it would be $4.99 instead of $9.99. So I saved half.
So that is, let's just say you paid $10 a month. Okay, I'm not doing any.
Yes,
math
it's
or whatever.
$120.
It's $120 to watch Kids Top Shelf,
I've watched so much.
and you ain't got $50 for Forbidden Door.
No, because I watched a lot of other stuff on Peacock.
No, you don't. You only name Kids Top Shelf.
Well, you said you wanted me to name one.
Name 2 then. God damn it.
Let me go look at my viewing history. Goddamn it. Shit. Since you want to be this person,
I'm gonna be this person.
see. Give me a second. I watched.
Now you're just looking for show.
I watched a little bit of Yellowstone, but I
A
stopped.
little bit of Yellowstone. Tell me something about Yellowstone, Eric, because I've seen the whole series.
I
Go
said it
ahead.
was just a little bit.
Illusion said, Eric, this pay-per-view is for hardcore ETE fans. So like
Chate has watched
some
some Dateline. I watched a lot of The Office. I also watched Top Chef Masters too.
Eric, hold on. You ain't watched you watched The Office on DVD. Okay? I was there when you bought the DVDs for The Office, and you watched it on TV. So don't you dare say I watched Peacock for The Office.
I watch it for a lot of Top Chef, man. That's what I watch for.
I know. So you're paying $120 a year for Top Chef.
Yeah, and
Do you know when you
WWE.
put it like that? Do you know when you actually put it like that? It sounds like you're being ripped off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
You are.
If you guys would know how much I spent for that food on Thursday, you would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I also watched Bel Air, the first season.
Did you? How'd the first season end, Eric?
Very badly.
How did
Eric
it
loved
end?
him some Yellowstone.
How did it
I can't remember, man.
Yeehaw, bitch.
Eric, how do you not remember Marlon Wayans appearing as Will Smith's daddy and being a piece of shit, but then not really being a piece of shit because the
Needless to
family
say,
kept him away?
I'm going to Ellis
You
Jones.
ain't
He says,
watched none
I'm
of this.
tired of Phil and his bad attitude.
Liar.
He's always trouble wherever he goes, but it's always someone else's fault. Phil is living up to his name by being a punk. I hope he changed for the hood, but at this point,
Good.
it's just a matter of time before he is trouble again. But El Luchador, I asked you, Eric Bischoff once says that controversy creates cash. I think that the drama that CM Punk has in the AEW locker room actually gives them a storyline. It's actually a storyline. Because there's no other storyline going on at AEW right now. Am I correct in that statement? What else is going on?
Tall, dark, and sexy Takeshka is disputing with the elite, the Blackpool Combat Club.
However,
there's
I
a
will
word
say
that I
that
would
since we're
never
talking about
expect John
I do
Moxley
watch
to
more
ever say.
Discovery Plus than I do Peacock, though.
Huh?
I do watch more Discovery Plus than I do Peacock.
That's all. That's Max. That's Max.
No, it's not. They don't. Max doesn't have all the shows. They only have some of the shows.
You're getting ripped off. And I'm trying to tell you again, you ain't got $50 for Forbidden Door. Let's
I
see
don't.
a great wrestling pay-per-view.
So what?
It
Are you
might be a
expecting
great-
a watch along this weekend?
With who?
Huh?
Marcus Work.
No,
Marcus
just
is
watch
talking
it
like
off
we should watching a Forbidden Door the way you're talking.
No, we're not. I was just saying that he was like, ain't nobody got $50 for that. When this man buys video games that cost $60 and he never plays them.
$70, man. But that's something I find value in, Marcus.
I don't understand why you do a wrestling podcast.
Because I'm obligated to my contract.
Well, Marcus, he should really be on a show called Hoarders. But
Yeah. I would like to create a new show called Bad Spenders. Of why you buy this? Why you buying
hey,
this?
bad spender.
No, because Marcus, Manny would be on the show with me. He'll be on the show with me like, well, I don't know why I bought this, but I did.
This shit though.
Huh?
Manny uses this shit.
Not all of it.
I say most of it.
Not all of it. Look at Manny's face right now. He knows there's some shit that he done bought. Look. That man to put himself in witness protection, Marcus.
Yeah, but those aren't the Apple goggles that you're gonna buy, and you know
Marcus,
you're gonna buy them because you're a shield.
No, I'm not buying that, Marcus, because my eyes don't work.
You said that about the headphones. Yeah, you said that about the headphones.
Some Carl Zeus lenses specific for that vision thing to work for your eyes.
I just want to point out, Marcus, just because there's people out there that spend their money on things that you find frivolous doesn't mean that we're not doing stuff. Marcus, I'm glad that you're willing to spend money on Forbidden Door because you might want to spend money on everything else. I don't, but you do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you spend money on nonsense all the time. But you made $50 seem like that was the steepest thing you ever could have spent. Oh no, I don't have $50.
I don't.
Well, you pay for that on your Uber Eats.
No, I don't. Now they might, but I don't. I
feel
don't
like
believe
you.
it.
I feel like you spent more on that food you posted the other
Oh no,
day.
I told you I spent too much goddamn money on that food. Too much.
I'm just against the fact that you shot at $50 as being too much for you.
Because I don't care.
That's too deep. It's too deep.
I still think $50 is too much.
Thank you. I think it should be $29.99.
I mean, if they can
you gotta
sell
make money off this.
No, because AEW is selling it to me for £20, $20.
Yeah, they gotta make their money, Eric. Let them make their money. Again, Forbidden Door, believe it or not, is the more profitable pay-per-view than the Elimination Chamber, which was held in the same building. They're making more money than WWE at this point. And I guess Eric is done.
No.
He decided to stop. I don't know what happened.
Is he looking for things?
I don't know. He just stopped.
No, I'm sending Manny money.
Yeah, you could have did that after the show or ended the show.
No,
and then just sent him the money instead of blankly staring into space.
Well, Marcus,
in the middle of the show.
Marcus,
talk to a wrestling podcast, Mister. I care about the audio, Mister. I'm gonna leave dead air and just stare into space as if people can see you doing stuff. But you know what? It's your show. Go ahead and stare into space.
I mean, Marcus,
go ahead.
You were sitting there besmirching my name, talking bad about me, about what I do with my buddy. So I just wanted to give you the floor so you can do that all to yourself.
I didn't talk bad. I asked questions.
You talk bad about me, man. You were very judgmental about what I watched on TV, about how I live my life. I mean,
there's questions. I know you lied about Yellowstone and all that other stuff. You're just looking at Yellowstone. Huh?
Who's Yellowstone?
No, Yellowstone. You don't even remember the show you were watching.
No, you said Yellowstone.
No, man, Yellowstone, Eric.
Man, let me tell you something. This currency shit is some bullshit. All Betty's gonna get is 67, 75 Great British pounds. That's ridiculous.
The pound's still strong against the dollar.
Yeah.
The mighty pound.
But the donation went to a good cause, everybody. Manny now has a free month to celebrate and go to his Money in the Bank fund.
You know, this just goes towards this subscription we paid to show this show to you people.
I know it does, but at the same time, Betty, that's money that doesn't have to go out your account. Now you can go buy you I don't know, one of them sausage meals that they have over the UK. I don't know what they're called.
Sausage meals.
One of the sausage meals.
A Savoy, or I don't know.
Betty, go get you one of them sausages now.
Eric acts like that cost £60.
Yeah, I know.
You paid £60 for sausage. That's just disrespectful. You might as well get a penis for that.
Well,
Let me get some spotted dick. I'm paying £60. of some spotted dick, damn it.
it's a spotted dick as dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, why can't I have a dessert?
because you a bitch.
What?
That's all I
That
had.
just felt like an insult for no reason.
Well, if he had freckles, we could call him a spotted dick because he called himself a dick at the beginning, during
He
the
did.
pre-show.
He did. He did. He did.
Don't care.
I just hope
Call
that
him
you bring
Richard.
the same energy to everything else, Marcus. That's all I ask.
I do.
But no one watches it though.
I don't
Babies
know
fall
why
asleep
you.
on that show.
I don't know why you feel.
Babies fall
you
asleep on
take
that show.
shots
Babies
I don't
fall
feel like
asleep
you
on that
why
show.
why you feel insecure and deflecting your own insecurities on ETE. Mr.
I have no
Release the Shoot and the
insecurities, but I
Flash
just let people know in the pre-show what we talked about how your we should submit ETE to the Calm app to relax people, like put them to sleep. Like LeBron, where you at? I got something for you.
Well, we also have episodes of the shoot that no one would actually even know existed.
That's true too.
And
I understand
Flash
who I
review.
am.
And your Flash review.
I understand.
Or
Too
this
bad you didn't get
weekend
to say
show.
all that you want to say, Marcus. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry that you get
I'm
to say.
still gonna put it out there. That Flash review still did better than that Disman Death episode.
Yep.
That was the worst. I still feel like that's the worst episode we've ever put out, and I'm on it.
Hey, yep.
Is Marcus on there? Am I on there?
No,
Marcus was producing, but
I'm not on there either.
but
I'm not on there either.
Marcus produced it, but he put me on the topic of death in wrestling. The worst.
Goddamn
ever.
right.
Damn.
Hey, it could have been riveting. You gotta make chicken salad out of chicken shit, okay? Shoot.
No, you don't. You just don't. You can go eat
You
something
do.
else. You go eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
No, not this case. Not if you're starving. Now, if
Well-
you're mountaintop in a wizard blender and you have to only eat people or chicken shit.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of this show. I mean, we did a little.
Eric is still the Valhalla of this group.
Hey,
Usually where he talks to the gods.
I never
Yeah.
saw that hip
Strategy.
drag coming. So, you know.
Arm drag. Hip toss.
Oh, you're right.
What was that? Hip
Suplex.
toss.
No, it's an arm drag.
It was an arm drag. So, you're right. But at the
Suplex
same
next.
time,
Drop
you
kick
know-
I got this week.
may I just
Wait,
start
what movie is she doing this week? What movie is she doing next on Raw?
Can we do a single leg
I
takedown?
got drop kick. I want
to drop Toho.
Nah,
'Cause you
that's
know
too
she
close to the arm
barefoot.
drag.
She
That's too close
barefoot,
to-
so you know, drop
Too
Toho
close to
gonna
the
hurt
arm
more.
drag. Let's go over the drop kick. It's good old fashioned drop kick. Okada style.
Shout out to Dana Brooke getting love after she talked about how she was just hurt. The fans didn't like her.
Oh, Dana Brooke can fuck off and quit.
It's so harsh.
She's terrible. She's terrible at everything she did. I'm really 100%. You know, I felt bad for Dana when that kid did high five her on Monday Night Raw. But this week, when she was doing the leg injury in that Cora Jade match, that was the end of Dana Brooke for me. I
So,
never
Marcus-
want to see her on my TV again.
Since you want to talk about Dana Brooke, I have to ask you a very pressing question that's not even wrestling related, Marcus, but I need to know. How do you feel about an all-time Clipper great, Chris Paul, being paired with your arch nemesis known as Steph Curry? How do you feel,
Okay.
Mark?
I don't care.
You do a little bit.
I think you do, Marcus.
No, why would I care?
He's
Chris
your arch
Paul
nemesis, you have to
Chris
care.
Paul has bounced around for 3 teams in the offseason, and we only been in the offseason for like a week. So I honestly don't care.
You care.
No.
You care.
How do you feel about your whole organization in shambles? That you're begging for Austin Reeves to come back. Otherwise, your whole team is in shit.
I don't think nobody's begging for Austin Reeves to come back.
Y'all
It's just
gonna try, LeBron gonna have to walk up to him and try to suck his dick personally to try to get that.
I
team
don't
to
think
win.
so. I don't think that's the case. We kept our draft pick. I mean, how do you feel? How do you feel that the Knicks didn't even want your trash known as Paul George? They said
okay
no
with
to that.
I'm okay with that.
Manny, would you have won a PG ball game?
No. I did.
Wait a minute. You meant the basketball expert, Manny.
Manny's
I
a
did-
Knicks fan.
Yes, Ed.
I did. I did see Stephen A. interview Fat Joe, and then he went at the draft, and he was like, "Why are you even here? Knicks ain't got a pick."
Yeah. Well, I am Eric.
I'm still impervious to glass.
I don't know.
MJF,
I
Cole,
deny that.
Blackpool Combat Club, Delete, and Christian Warlord all have stories. Plus
I don't know about
Jericho's.
Warlord Christian might be done. I don't think that's a story anymore.
I do love the story of Christian trying to wrap up his obligations with AEW so he can go back to WWE in the run with Edge. That sounds like exactly who Turtleneck Christian is. Like, you know what?
Christian's got a few years on that deal, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was talks that he was trying to work out to get out of it.
So that's what those always talk.
And I think Edge is done after this year.
Yeah. So
Do you think Edge is ever done? He got kids to feed.
He's well fed. He got movie deals and shit.
Damn, Tony Snell. Huh. Damn. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this rambunctious edition of the Sharpshooters. Like I said, I am Eric.
I told you, I'm still impervious to glass. Come at me.
And he is Marcus, the
I
grand
already said
finale,
it. I already said it.
where you can find him on Tuesdays
just couldn't wrap
and
up your show.
Thursdays, and also on Wednesdays for everything else. Come and join him. You guys will never forget that episode of Everything Else. Trust me. Believe it.
I don't know why you have this everything else hate.
I'm not hating. Mark, I just invited
Pure
people
hate.
to watch your
You
show.
can hear it in your tone. You can hear it in your tone. I don't even
What
understand
tone
why
did
you
I
have
have? Maddie, did I invite people to go watch everything else in a very nice way?
I mean, there was a slight bit of tone there.
He's out. Eric's been fired from the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast due to actually not watching any of the wrestling shows.
First of all, you can't fire me.
Yes, you can.
You
You
can't.
have no ownership of this property anymore. If anybody does, Manny does. You do nothing on this channel.
Well, I can always walk away. I can go live
Why?
my life.
Go ahead.
Why do you keep trying to threaten us with that? Like,
Yeah.
I'll walk away.
Ooh, you're here half the time anyway.
You're like a bad father.
Yeah. Ooh. Don't do us any. Don't harm this channel. He's gone. I'll see everybody next week. I guess no one ended the show. I would hit the end broadcast button. Or the exploding button. Where's the goddamn bomb? There it is.